Yeah, we had a groundhog on the table. The traditional Groundhog's Day 7-course meal. A groundhog and a six-pack. Hey, just wanted to wish you all a happy Groundhog's Day. You know, some parts of the country don't pay much attention to Groundhog's Day. We always enjoy Groundhog's Day around here. Around here, he did not see his shadow and go back in for 6 more weeks of winter. It was cloudy and almost drizzly this morning, so that takes care of us. I don't know about the rest of you, you're on your own. But just want to say happy Groundhog Day. And a few years ago, probably more years ago than I want to count, when I was in my 20s, early 20s, before I was married good and proper, and me and a friend of mine, Joel, he and I rarely had the good fortune of being able to escort young ladies out on dates in the evening. It was a rare occasion when that happened, and very noteworthy. But so we would get together and just do dumb stuff like young fellas do. And one of the dumb things we would do, we would, since we were the proper body type, I was kind of long and lean, he was a little on the chunkier side. We would dress up as the Blues Brothers, since that was real popular then, and wander around like at the Annapolis Mall or something, and give the security guys a hard time. I guess you was probably wondering why in our Davidson Hillbillies video I had an advertisement for the Blues Brothers. That's not actually Dan Aykroyd and Belushi. That's yours truly and his buddy Joel. We were doing that number Soul Man, and so actually us. You may want to go back and take a second look. But and one of the other things we would do, like I said, we had a lot of free evenings in the weekend, because the ladies, they never paid much attention to us in a romantic fashion, which is a great mystery of the world. Anyhow, Groundhog's Day was coming up one year, and we thought, hey, you know, people send Christmas cards and New Year's cards and birthday cards and anniversary cards. Nobody sends Groundhog Day cards, so we started sending Groundhog Day cards, and we took pictures of us with some guns, holding a dead groundhog, dressed up as the Blues Brothers, and then we would have some very sentimental little saying in there like, "Have you shot your groundhog for today? You must like to rough it. Now you got 2 choices left: eat it or stuff it." You know, something like that. I always thought we'd get to jump up on Hallmark and corner the market on groundhog cards, but it never seemed to catch on. But yeah, we would take some other pictures of us sitting around the table with our napkins tucked up here, you know, and had big knives, and there'd be a groundhog on a platter out there, and be slicing them or whatever. On that one, we're preparing to have the traditional Groundhog's Day 7-course meal, a groundhog and a six-pack. So, so I don't know, just some of the nutty stuff you do when you're single and you ain't got no prospects or no females ever attaching themselves to you. You take solace doing silly stuff like that. But anyhow, then years later, I kind of came up with some of these groundhog cards. Are kind of a newsletter, or I don't know what you call them. Kind of a tri-fold thing. This one just has some crazy pictures of me in it, in different. I used to dress up and have pictures took with me doing nutty stuff. But anyway, I dressed up like that and went to a party with my wife before we were married one time. Yep. Anyway, just some crazy stuff. It's Groundhog Day. You can pause it and read that if you are silly enough. Made this character called Billy Bob Buckworth. Kind of looks like a demented televangelist of some kind. And yes, that's really me up on stage with another fella playing the part of Jake Blues. I'm the thin one doing Elwood. We have performed on stage, actually as the Blues Brothers. Hope I don't go down a few notches in your estimation of me because of that. But anyway, here's another one I came up a few years later. I was so distraught about them pretending like Obama had won again that I came up with this card. Yep. All the cards usually still had the Blues Brothers in, and along with some other characters. There's Stanley Urbanski. And yeah, Billy Bob Buckworth always made a card. And the Volunteers. The Volunteers. There were some odd looking characters there. This fella's teeth look about like what I got now for real. Yep. I wrote, when Obama got back in there, I wrote Psalm 2013. If y'all wanted to read that, I'll linger on it a minute. You can freeze frame it if you want to read it. Had to do something to relieve my stress at that time. And I'd write helpful little things at the end like this. And the name of our company is Small Mark Cards. We put the mental in sentimental. There you go. But this year we didn't make up a groundhog card. I did a kind of a video card, I guess you'd say, for Groundhog Day. And I'm not going to put it up on my channel because it's too ridiculous and silly. And I don't want to lose any more viewers. So everybody's got different tastes. I know some viewers don't like when I put silly stuff up. They want working in the shop or the tractors or something. But with this being a silly thing, I'm not going to show it. But for you fellas that might want to see it, that have a sense of humor for that kind of thing, in the little down the bottom there's a description. Should be right underneath the video. There should be a link there. Hope you can click on that. I know some of you are pretty technologically challenged like I am, but you should be able to click on that link and see that video. I'm hoping. If I can, maybe I'll put it in the video somewhere up here. I don't know. If I get my daughter to do that, she knows more about it than I do. Anyhow, I talk way too much. But I guess I'll just say good evening to you, and hope you enjoyed Groundhog Day, and I hope he didn't see a shadow where you are either. All right, we'll catch you later. Bye. These are some of the images from the first sets of groundhog cards we did. Yes, that's a real groundhog down there. It's dead, but yeah, we had a groundhog on the table. The traditional Groundhog's Day 7-course meal. A groundhog and a 6-pack.